Welcome to Center School Sightings. Find out what's happening around our school.
You know, Anna, we have really exciting ways to learn here at Center School, don't you think?
You better believe it, Evie. As an example, the 4th graders are studying rocks, minerals, and soil. So off they went to Mount Tom to see those things firsthand.
That's really cool, isn't it? Let's check out what the 4th graders found on their trip.
Mount Tom, ready to explore, right?
Yes.
All right.
Well, for evidence that humans have changed the environment, we found a little path that the humans made, like from walking down, and roots growing for the soil. We found a root growing above the soil.
Jocelyn?
Well, for the bark of a tree, I found bark growing on a large tree, and then I also found a mini pine cone.
For growing roots above the soil, I drew a sketch right here.
Cool.
And the bark of a tree, the bark is thin and it has a lot of moss on it.
When roots go under the ground, then they absorb the water.
What'd you, Mac?
The beavers eat the bark off the trees.
So you've seen evidence of the beavers here? Yeah. Wait till you get around the corner.
Show you, they're right there. Not around the tree.
How do they gnaw around it? Do they have little saws?
No, they have very sharp teeth.
This is a wall of dirt? What is this really?
Roots.
Roots from what?
These plants top it.
Well, look on the other side of it. Come on around. Woo! A giant tree.
Whoa!
It used to be giant.
Got uprooted.
There was a tree that got blown over.
Oh, I gotta zoom in. Cool. Okay. What'd you learn about them?
I learned that these minerals actually you cool down very slowly. So if you ever seen one of these and it's a hot day, best not to pick it up. I found some igneous rock and some erosion from the rock.
Cool.
I learned that there's lots of different types of rocks here.
There's a lot of erosion.
It has trees growing out of it. So that says something about the rock, and it says something about tree roots. Yes, something else about the rock. It tells us it formed over time and not all at once.
The salamander.
Yeah, his leg will grow back, and so will his tail, and it's super cute. Thank you, 4th graders, for sharing your field trip with us.
I heard they saw sedimentary rocks, lava rocks, and basalt rocks.
Wow. Sure is more exciting than a textbook.
Next on CSS, 1st grade finds a creative way to spend recess.
Check out how with our own Jack Kelly.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
It's Alex's mom.
Alright, so what kind of drills are you guys doing?
Dribbling, stopping.
Oh, that's fun.
Well, we're having our special recess in the front of the building. Since we can't go in the back of the building, we invited Mrs. Hench here a couple of times. She'll be back next week and maybe the week after. So we have more to do at recess time besides doing what? What have we been doing every day? Soccer. Drawing on the sidewalk. So now we're learning some soccer drills.
Thank you, Jack. That's awesome that Mrs. Hench is doing soccer clinics at recess.
I'll say.
The 4th grade sure is busy, Anna.
What do you mean, Evie?
Well, our next segment brings us to Mrs. McColgan's classroom, where the 4th graders are identifying properties of rocks and minerals.
That's right. They're categorizing and sorting rocks, plus conducting scratch and streak tests.
Let's check it out, shall we?
Well, of course.
This is Jack Kelly with CSS News. We're going in live with Mrs. McColgan's class, learning about minerals and rocks and different types of rocks.
And the reason that people learn about the properties of minerals is so that they can identify them. Scientists can identify them.
Yeah, I think the number might fall off.
You guys need to agree.
I think what are you guys finding out about all the different rocks?
We're finding out if they're igneous, sedimentary, or metamorphic by research.
And seeing if they float or they sink.
With
We're learning about rocks last year.
Me too. I thought it was cool how it was so much more fun than learning.
But you were learning.
Oh yeah, I did say we have exciting ways to learn.
Our last segment for today is about investigating what owls have eaten.
You mean after they've eaten it?
Sure do. Let's find out what CSS reporter Brian found out about owl pellets.
Are owl pellets what I think they are?
You betcha.
Now you gotta break it apart with your hands.
But do you think it's as big as their leg? Oh, found a bone. A skull.
Could you tell us what you were doing today? We were finding bones in that an owl eats and then coughs up, and then we're trying to figure out what kind of bones they are. So what did you find inside the owl pellets?
I found a skull and about 6 teeth.
What is something you learned from dissecting the owl pellets?
I learned how soft the bones were because they were very soft and easy to break.
Okay. Now, our last question. Did you find this experiment gross or cool? Cool.
Gross.
Cool. Thank you, second grade. This is Brian from CSS. Back to the studio.
I'm with Julia.
Gross.
No way, Evie. It's cool. Look at all those things the second graders found.
Let's agree to disagree.
Well, that's all we have on CSS for today.
Haven't you forgotten something, Anna?
Oh yeah, the Halloween activities and parade. Let's check them out as we sign off. For CSS, I'm Anna.
And I'm Evie.
See you next time.